Yo, what's up, everybody? I don't know if y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me. Yo, yo. Okay, look. So I was just in the nature trail, right? That we got at school in Wesleyan, right? It's kind of nice. It's not that big, but it ain't that bad at all, right? So I was just out here chilling, meditating a little bit, just coming out. This is my first time I ever really came out here just to just like chill, hang out, right? So I was just thinking about um, my connection to nature and what's that what's that's been like lately. And it's it's been interesting because whenever ever since I feel like my life changed in December of 2020. A lot of people connect this with the winter solstice of 2020, December 21st. Um, but I don't know if it was necessarily that day, but ever since then, like my perspective on just like nature changed. My perspective on my connection to the universe just like changed, right? And I started to seek like a reality outside of just the physical realm that you see like this and stuff like that, and started to just like be more aware of how things make me feel, and just the general vibes, the vibrations of the world. And so I think right now, like, we're in such an interesting time because the frequency of the planet is changing. It has changed, right? Like the world, you can pretty much say like since the pandemic, like it ain't gonna be the same. It hasn't been the same since then. You know, just in the vibes, just in the general just tone of life. I feel like maybe I'm the only one who've experienced this. Maybe not. Right. So with that said, right, I think I had to come out here, just put my feet, in the dirt, in the grass, just walk around, just observe what's going on in my environment because there's so many changes on the planet. So many people around the world are going through so much right now, and like I have a really strong reason to believe that like those things are coming to the United States as well. Like we already been getting hit with hurricanes and stuff like that, but there's just so much to come as the planet is pretty much cleaning like herself of the virus that we have here, and not the one causing the pandemic, but the one that has pretty much like shaped all of our lives. Like I'm in Connecticut right now, and if you walk just a few minutes that way, you know, like I'll be back at school with concrete and with buildings and all that. But like I'm out here right now with all these trees and all this dirt and like water running next to me, and it's beautiful, right? And it reminds me that like we're in the concrete jungle. Like if you ever heard that term, like it's true. Like we're in the concrete jungle. Like if you ever look at New York and you look at Central Park, Central Park is like, imagine if they would have never built over it. It would be a jungle. It pretty much is. And when they paved everything, they disconnected a lot of people from nature. A lot of people are disconnected from nature. I love New York, but it's hard out there because one, you don't like the sun don't really be hidden because all the buildings in the way sometimes, and then it's like it's just so many people living in such a concentrated area, and so it's hard, I think, for people like me to go there and find a connection with nature, and stuff like that. And I'm from Chicago, so it's similar vibes definitely there going on too. And so I'm thankful for being able to go to at least a slightly less urban area, because it's cool. I think it's cool. I think like I learned a lot about our connection as people um, to nature, and how concrete buildings and all that stuff has pretty much like taken that away from us. You know what I mean? Like when you, for example, like when you wear shoes, and you walk on cement, you are cutting off the electromagnetic flows, signals from the earth, which are all around. Things are vibrating, things are giving off signals, they're giving off cues, they're healing you. They do a lot. The sun gives you radiation. Sometimes when you wear clothes like that blocks that. So in a way, wearing clothes kind of lowers your frequency or affects your vibes in a way. But as a society, we wear clothes, of course, um, which is okay, I guess. But yeah, stuff like that I learned, and so I started to walk around without shoes a lot more because I felt like that would help me with my immune system. You feel me? Help the earth. Help me. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, and stuff like that. Because as the world changes, as the frequency of the planet changes, the people who are ahead of the matrix, the people who are creating the system in which we all live in, the money system, all that stuff, they're very aware of the frequency of nature. I think one day I posted like millionaires follow trends. I seen a post that said millionaires follow trends, but billionaires follow astrology. And that was so powerful because if you ever, and I don't study this stuff, but like there are certain analysis classes. I remember one of my homies telling me that there was this class where you pretty much learn the codes to the matrix. And if you remember the movie The Matrix, like there was just certain numbers and certain codes that you can write to kind of create a reality in the world. So that's kind of what happens now. Things are really thought out and planned out. And the word economy itself is interesting because it really means the state of nature, or the governance of nature, the flow of nature. So the currency that you have, which currency is also, it's a current, so it flows. It's a vibe. It's a frequency that flows, right? And if you have the planet getting to a point where that system may not be able to handle it, let's say floods continue, natural disasters continue, that system will continue to break down. And, people in those places are having trouble accessing money. I remember the situation in Cuba. Like, I remember people were out there on TikTok posting like, the government's taking money, not giving people money back, doing a whole bunch of stuff with the financial system. So if the financial system does crash with what is happening with the planet, which is very possible, it's important that that we all learn things about nature, because those things will become more viable. And the word economy will literally be about the governance of nature, the value system that nature has, the value system that the sun is able to give you, the stuff that, not the value system that the sun has, the stuff that it can give you, the stuff that walking around without shoes can give you, the stuff that meditating, even if you're not into that, just finding a way to shut off from the material plane that's connected to the money system that may not always be around. Social media may not always be around, and finding a way to find value in those things, which I think has very valuable properties in both worlds. The things you learn here, like, can help you, of course, in the matrix world, and some things you learn in the matrix world can help you out here, in a weird way. Interestingly enough, but yeah, that's all I really want to say. It's an interesting time we living in, and the virus that is going around has me thinking about, the Earth's virus, which is a lot of places like New York, Chicago, LA, which are essentially killing the Earth. A lot of people are aware of climate change, and a lot of people have made predictions about how long the planet will last if we keep heading that direction. So you have to understand as well that we can't keep heading in that direction. Not because we're going to kill the Earth, but the Earth might fight back as it is right now. So everything happens for a reason. So remember that. yeah, and stay smooth. You feel me? Love y'all. I'm out.